Hey guys, this is Trevor Blake again with Blue Line Automotive and Blue Line Towing. I want to take some time, answer some questions that you guys have had. So I'll just take them one piece at a time and give them an answer. I'm going to give two answers. I'm going to answer kind of how Blue Line does it and kind of what is normal in the industry. So take this as my opinion. You get what you pay for. The real answer to this for any shop is what kind of technicians do they have to service these vehicles? Because someone can say, oh, I specialize in Volkswagen. But if they don't have a Volkswagen technician, do they really specialize in Volkswagen? Something to think about. Generally, shops specialize in who they have on the team that is equipped to service those vehicles. So prior to opening the shop, my experience was in diagnostics and diesel performance. Another technician we have, his specialty was in GM. Technicians we've had in the past, their specialty was Mercedes and BMW. It just depends on the technician and what they specialize in, and that usually will push the shop to specialize in that as well, because that's what they're going to be best at. Pricing on services is such an interesting question, because I'm a big believer that cost doesn't always dictate the value that you receive as a client. So I know when we set up our pricing, we try to do it based on regional averages. What are other shops in the area charging for those similar services, and what kind of value can we create above and beyond that for that client? I'm a big believer in Alex Hormozi's policy, where you either do it for full price or you do it for free. And that's kind of how we do it, to where this is the cost of service that we provide, and we don't do discounts or anything like that devalue the product that we're providing our clients. If we're going to do any type of discount, it's going to be for free, because we want to make sure we're doing it for the right reasons. In regards to pricing, it's like normally with automotive shops, you have this constant battle between how much are the products that we're purchasing, as in parts, how much do they cost, ever increasing, and what do you need to pay your technicians to make sure that, for one, you have quality technicians, and for two, that they stick around. In between those two, between the cost of parts and the cost of labor, the cost of overhead, and then somewhere in the middle you have a little bit of profit. So that's usually what dictates pricing, is those three factors. Here at Blue Line, we try to pay our technicians as high as we possibly can, to where even if I'm not making anything at the end of the day, our technicians feel taken care of. In fact, our whole team feels taken care of. We haven't always been the best at that, but that's our goal at the end of the day, is making sure that our technicians and our team members are compensated accordingly, so that we're here many years to come. And that pays tenfold, because then they become a higher quality technician. They want to improve in their training, and unfortunately that comes at a cost. So that's one of the biggest factors when it comes to the cost of our services and what that does for our industry. Oh, definitely. I think that any shop that doesn't offer a warranty or a guarantee, they don't stand behind their product. They don't believe in it. They don't believe in it enough. Over time, we've kind of changed our warranty program. It used to be a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty, and a long time ago we changed it to, basically, our warranty is a minimum of 12 months, 12,000 miles, or a reflection of the manufacturer's warranty. Because there's some products out there that have a 3-year warranty on it, and there's no reason you can't capitalize on that 3-year warranty if for some reason or another it's outside of our 12-month warranty. So we try to follow the guidelines of what the manufacturer provides for that warranty. On the flip side, when a client has budget restrictions and we need to do a used part to save the money, some of those used part suppliers, they only give us a 30-day warranty. And so it's hard to supply a 12-month, 12,000 mile warranty on a product that it only has a 30-day warranty. Our labor will always have coverage. We go out to 24 months on our labor. We guarantee that. But on the product, it depends on the product, the quality of that product, and where we source it from. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we don't over repair someone's vehicle or make it too expensive of a cost in the name of trying to buy the gold laced brakes. You know, let's get a product that makes sense for the client. This is an easy one for me, coming from a diagnostics background. There's a couple basics. I mean, the first one is a KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Though that seems simple, that's kind of how you have to start. A lot of technicians, they'll start blowing up into these big theories and these things that aren't relevant. It's like, does it have gas in it? Did the fuel gauge quit working and the client accidentally run out of fuel going down the road? It happens. Things like that happen. Did a mouse chew on a wire, causing all these big issues? It doesn't always mean, you know, major failure. It could be as simple as a failed wire that's been chewed out. Try to keep it simple. That's step one. Step two is verify client concern. That's one of our things. We have to verify our client's concern before we can make a recommendation. How can we recommend to somebody that they need a $3,000 transmission before we've even been able to verify the issues happened? Now, there is a couple situations where we will make a recommendation based on experience, but we try to keep that at a low ticket item in the event that I'm mistaken. We don't want it to be a $3,000 mistake. We'd rather have it be a $50 mistake, but it's in some situations, a $50 try is a lot cheaper than doing $300 in testing. So we try to go the direction that suits the best for the client, their budget, and their vehicle. And this question always it's easy to answer, but it's something that in the industry a lot of shops get flack for, because the difference between OEM parts, original manufacturer parts, and aftermarket parts, once upon a time was huge. There was a huge divide between quality and crap. And unfortunately with time, over the years, that divide has become narrower and narrower, where the OEM parts aren't as great as they used to be, and the aftermarket parts are improving. Not in all departments, not all parts. Some of them are still crummy. At the end of the day, what we do at Blue Line is we try to choose the part that best tailors the client. I'm not going to put $3,000 performance brakes on our client's Honda Civic. It's just not going to make sense. But at the same time, I want that client to be satisfied with that product that we did install on their vehicle. Because for us at Blue Line, we want to develop a 10-year relationship or even longer, not just one visit. We're looking at it from a long-term perspective, because the Southern Oregon area is too small of an area. We want to make sure we're developing those relationships for years to come. And that's how we decide. This is a hard question. I'll be honest. It's a hard question because from an empathetic, compassionate standpoint, we want to get those emergency clients, the travelers, the people that can't wait. We want to get those in right away. But at the end of the day, we have to put our loyal clients and the folks that have made an appointment, we have to put them first. Now, there has been times when we've talked to our clients and say, hey, Mrs. Jones, you know, these are folks that have been with us for years. Hey, Mrs. Jones, we have a traveler that just came through. They need front brakes. Do you mind if I finish your car tomorrow? I know I said it would be today, but do you mind if I finish it tomorrow to help them get on the road? And based on that conversation is how we'll decide to move forward. Because at the end of the day, I will always put my loyal clients first. We'll always put our fleet accounts first. We'll always put those clients that keep our doors open every single day. We'll put them first. But there is an empathy side of, you know, hey, we want to try to help these travelers or folks that are in an emergency situation, get them on the road as well. Whether that means that I have to put the gloves on myself or we have to pull in outside help, whatever the case may be, we do our darndest. But it's a very hard question to answer. Oh man. For me, I don't know, this seems to be an easy question, but it's something that it's a mark that's missed often. For me, when it comes to customer service, it's easy. How would I want to be treated? And I don't like have the best customer service. I like provide the client's best experience. Because service can be good, but if the experience is good, that's why people keep coming back. It's like most of the time you go to a cruise and it's like the food can be okay, the service can be okay, but the experience, the traveling to new areas, the seeing the new things, the experience is what keeps you coming back. And so for Blue Line, yeah, customer service is important. We try to look at that from an empathetic standpoint of how would I want to be treated. At the same time, what's going to create the best experience for our client? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep them coming back. Oh, definitely. Yeah. You look anywhere, Google, Yelp, I think Facebook maybe. There tons of reviews, tons of references. The automotive side, I think we have somewhere around 220, 230 reviews. And I'll be honest, we have let some people down. It's hard when you're developing a team and you're trying to put processes in place. It's hard to help everybody. But at the end of the day, on a daily basis, we are trying to improve our processes. We're trying to make it the best experience for our clients, and you know, hopefully those folks that we let down, we can make up to it one day. This education. When you're talking about these new vehicles, I can't tell you how many technicians fight this so much. They look at it and say, oh, I don't want to learn about hybrids. Oh, I don't want to learn about electric cars, you know, but before you blink, that's going to make that technician obsolete. So we try to continue education any chance that we can. I'm a big learner. I love learning. And so we try to surround ourselves with people that had that same mindset.